Have you ever wanted to add some more tools to your Leatherman Charged Titanium? Well, actually today I'm going to show you how in a couple steps. Now, one of the first things that we've talked about in the past is you can actually get this titanium pick, and this right here is made to fit tools like the Leatherman Surge is where it actually fits best in. Can actually fit the Wave as well, and I did try it out and it does fit the Charge as well. But we'll talk about a couple other tools that you can fit into your Leatherman Charge and how you can get it done. Now, one of the really cool things about Leatherman's that other tools actually have not copied up to this point is the lanyard spot in the tool. And the lanyard spot is on both sides. So on this side and also on the opposite corresponding side. And with that, it does come with a hidden lanyard and also a place to put the pocket clip. So on the one side, you will always have this hidden lanyard that fits down, and then you can actually shake it to come out. And then on the opposite side, you'll have a place where you can put the pocket clip. And it will be a clip like this. This is the Donk titanium pocket clip. Comes in a whole bunch of different designs and patterns, and this clip fits in like so. So one of the first things you do is you can actually find these tools like I have today that will fit in here. And again, it's pretty minimal modding. So this right here is actually an ink pen right here. And this right here, let's go ahead and make sure it actually works, and it does. So this right here is actually off of AliExpress, and I will leave the links below. I think these are around $15 to $20 per mod, so per pin. And then it does come with an extra refill as well. And then it does come with two pieces, which it comes with this piece right here. Then it comes with this spacer type piece right here as well. So you will get that with the ink pen. So what I did is I realized that I needed more space. So you'll have to back this up. And I believe this is a T10. And this will be a security Torx bit. So it will need to have a hole in the middle. So I actually, let's see, T10 is what I used. And this is a Husky. And then I also used my dad camping. And ironically enough, I think it actually, this is actually the Husky set. So it didn't come with this, I don't think. But this is the Husky set. Again, I bought off of Home Depot. So I went in to the store physically, but you could probably buy this online as well. And I will try to leave a link for this in the description below. All right, so what I did right here was this was the side with a file. And so you go ahead and with the Leatherman Charged Titanium scales, that's what actually this mod, if you go on AliExpress, they specify that it needs to be the titanium. I'm not sure why, but I guess it's designed a little bit differently than some of the other Leathermans. And so what I did was this handle scale comes away. And so you've actually got one of these spacers. I think this is the original spacer, and it originally is sitting like this. So I actually flipped it around like so, and then I added this metal spacer on top, and then I was able to create enough space for the pen, because to be honest, I didn't think this mod would work, because with this right here, with this spacer they give, or this metal piece, you don't have enough room for the ink pen. So I don't quite understand why they even include that there. But when I flipped this around, I did have plenty of room. And again, you can fiddle with it. Perhaps you can grind down that metal piece, and that would definitely give you more of a solid anchoring for your scale. But then I found that I had plenty of room for the ink pen. But again, not a whole bunch of extra room, but enough. And then you can fit this in like so, and then it fits in fairly easily. So let's go ahead and take this out and just show you the titanium pick. And this is from the multi-tool parts store. And I will leave a link to that as well. And this was generously donated to the channel. And I have talked about this before, and you can fit that in as well. And again, this would be better on the other side because I've made a big opening right here. And so it will waffle around a little bit, but this pin is fairly wide. So again, with the parts given, I'll leave that up to your discretion, but I prefer to have a bigger gap on mine. All right, so let's talk about the other side. So not only can you have the pin and the pick and get pocket clips, again, off of these pocket clips, you can get these donk pocket clips off of Amazon, but you can also get this other tool, which is a set of tweezers. So that's pretty cool as well. So these tweezers, right here you go. Now they do come with a sort of like a rubber housing to keep them, but I really can't find a way to get them past the handle right here and get that rubber to stay on it. So anyway, I just took it off. So then you have a set of tweezers. These aren't, immense tweezers. Again, they're fairly flimsy to some extent, but I think they're fairly comparable maybe to Victorinox perhaps. Probably not quite as well done, but you do get a small set of tweezers. So I know a lot of people do like to pack tools into their Leatherman. So for instance, the NASA version, I believe the artistic version where it had all kinds of tools in there, the Leatherman Charge, I think this is sort of a response by people from overseas to recreate that. And then with this one, you will have to be a little bit more finicky. It is a little bit more finicky. You have to push this forward and down to fit over this lever. And then once you do that, so let's go ahead and so again, these tools lock into place. And then obviously you can snug this down as where you want it, but it's fairly easy to do. All right, so let's again take this apart, just show how you do this. So I went ahead, took this apart. This was the side. This is the side with the saw on mine. And so this one right here had the hidden lanyard loop. And again, we take this off, slide this back. And so it came with the lanyard loop like so right here. And then it came with one of these. And so what I did was I replaced that with this piece of metal right here. So this one that you get in this packet. And I think that's pretty much all I did. So, and then this should be able to come off. I probably should take the tweezers out first to give it some more space. And it's sort of stuck in there. But anyway, so, and then it did come with one of these right here, which I think was a little bit deeper. There we go. And so I did put that on as well. So, and then it does sort of get stuck right here on the pivot. So let's go ahead. There we go. And so you can see right there, I added this, not a washer, but I added this right here to give space for the tweezers. And then you just put this back on like so. There we go. Put this right here, and then you can just tighten the screw up like so. So again, it's a very fairly simple mod right here. Once you figure out how to do it, that's probably the hardest part, is trying to figure out how to give enough space, at least for me with the ink pen. And then of course the screw ones keep falling everywhere. But anyway, so once you figure out how the spacing is, and again, you can decide to do it however you want on yours, obviously, but that's how I found sort of worked the best with mine was to, again, with the ink pen, that's the hardest one, was to go ahead and put it sort of butted up against each other, one facing this way and the one on the bottom on this side right here. So I hope that helps right there. I think it is pretty cool that you can add all of these things to your Leatherman Charged Titanium. There's a lot more options that are coming out for Leatherman, and I think that's a great idea, but I do think also, I really wish Leatherman had jumped on the train and was making this themselves. But it is what it is, so I'm glad it is available to us anyhow. I'll see you in the next one.